Okay, we're live on YouTube. Whole lighting, I'm so sorry. Wow, that's bad. All right, awful lighting. I'm so sorry. It looks better on your screen than it does on mine. Maybe it does. It probably does. I'm hoping it does. Oh, well, that just knocked this wind out of me, Halls. I'm sorry. I was going to say the air sign are getting hammered. Shaw, another Capricorn. Francine, Julie. Hi, guys. Oh, wow. Everyone's here. Good. This lighting is with my screen on my old laptop is just, it's dreadful. It looks like I feel sorry for people who are watching this if they're getting this. Hey Patty, nice to see you. All right, wow. Well, everyone's here. Thank you, and thank you to everyone who is. Thank you, Greta. Hey Angie, over here on I got the two screens going, so I got Facebook here and I got YouTube here. Okay, Julie. Yeah. Sun sign, air signs. Oh my God, all week long, goingly. But Aquarius and Libra joined the mix this week. It's you know what it is, Robin? The energy feels like we're walking through mud. It is a sluggish energy. It just, everything's an effort. Nothing is effortless. Hey, Paul. So yeah, it's something, all right. And a lot of magic going on. Gemini, there you go. You Gemini's been getting hammered for weeks now. Weeks now. It's been terrible. Well, Sean, nice to see you. Amanda. Well, I'm glad you're having fun, Heidi. I'm watching your post. It looks like you're having fun. Brian, yeah, happy birthday. Aquarius. Yeah, well, the water signs aren't really getting hit so hard. It's really been the air signs. And I believe all the planets are direct now. So it should be flowing a little easier, but it's really not. But it's not because of the behavior of other people. It's other people jamming it up. You're welcome. Nicoletta, another Capricorn. Cappy's doing okay though. No, it's the behavior of other people. It's other people's bad behavior in the workplace, at home, friendships, betrayal. It's ongoing, ongoing with that crap. And there is no easy answer. My people are behaving themselves. And what do you say to that when you're doing everything right and the people around you are just jackasses or doing stupid stuff or whatever, Karen, hi. I love Pisces season 2, Robin. Give it another few more weeks. Yeah, in your situation too, Julie? Yeah, of course it is. Air signs are logical. Hey, Patricia. See you out, Patty. Virginia. Oh, yay. Aquarius. I love Aquarians. Always been surrounded by them as a Pisces. And a Pisces and Aquarius make great friends. Relationships can be struggling, but we make great friends. Okay. That's right. I remember you're a Libra. That's right. Well, Libra was a new add to the mix. It was Aquarius, and I expect to see Aquarians during the birthday season, but not struggling. But especially the workplace, it's been a bloodbath. People are nervous, and when people are nervous and anxious, they do stupid things. How's that? That's the best I can do. Right? Hi, Britzellus. Gosh, I'm so clear. And so well, the prices, the grocery store. Well, we talked about that last week. And food is root chakra. Food is survival. Food is basic. Thank you, Gloria. So when we see the aisles in the grocery stores empty and we see our prices going up every week, it's costing me more to buy the same food. I know you're having the same experience. I shop usually at ShopRite and Aldi's are my two places to go. And I usually do ShopRite late Sunday before it closes. I run in really quick for an hour and do my basics, and then I hit Aldi's for just the fun stuff or special stuff for the kids. And it's been rough. And Aldi's has been bare a lot of stuff too, but their prices are going up too. I'm so sorry, Julie. Hey, you. Hey, Nina. Yep. Trader Joe's are going up every week. Yeah, it's terrible. It's whatever. I don't, what can you say? There's nothing, apparently there's nothing we can do about it, right? And the price of oil now, I've had the oil tank in the Shelton house filled up twice, double what we paid last year for a tank of oil, double. And then now it's even higher. So it's gone from a low, the previous administration of like $4 something to fill an oil tank to now well over $800. So, and it was like $6, almost $7 the last oil fill. And it's freezing here. So, I mean, there's no way you can't be burning oil. Not that I'm not in the house, but the point is, it's going up, and that's with the thermostat not being really high. So, yeah, propane's doubled up, gas prices. So it's been rough, guys, and that's. But I see. I don't give that as an excuse for people's bad behavior. I mean, it's a reason, but it's not an excuse because we're all struggling with it. Most and all of our people, all of us, the working class, wherever we fall in that, but what used to be called the middle class. We're getting squeezed out pretty hard, but we're all struggling with the same thing. I'm not being mean to people. I'm not behaving badly. I'm not trying to hurt people and so they're driving like an idiot, or whatever, being self-destructive. So I'm not going to give anybody else the excuse. I'm just saying this is a reason for some of the bad behavior, the anxiety, but it's not an excuse for bad behavior. So. No chicken, okay. Oh yeah, pet food's been bad. Yep. So we're all going through it. We're all feeling it. And so that's the readings. The readings are tough, and people are coming in. And what makes the readings really hard is when people have these undefined issues because you can't put a name to it, and it's reflected in the readings. It's a very undefined. Can you say you're not unhappy? You're not happy. No, I'm not happy. Feel like it looks like you feel like you're lost. I feel like I'm lost. It's like you have no sense of direction. Nothing creative going. Well, the tarot cards can't tell you how to make something creative happen. You can't tell someone what you should be when you grow up. Oh my goodness, there's so many things. So I don't know. So I don't know. What is my bird doing? Hold on. Something destructive too. And what else is going on? Bitter cold, ice storm tonight. Everything's ice solid. Let's see. I did an early Valentine's box because that's why I'm late. I was putting the last of the boxes together that I could. And oh goody. Okay, so YouTube is reconnecting. I'm not surprised about that because power's out all over Connecticut. So let's hope we can keep things going here tonight. No meat at Aldi's, that's great. Although I've been getting better prices on meat at ShopRite than I have at Aldi's. I did a live video. I did a live video. When I'm done with this video, watch the live that it's up on the YouTube channel, or the Facebook channel. Every year for the past couple of years now, I've been doing Valentine boxes with stones, and every year I do more of them. And it's for the past 2 years I doubled this year, and I'm already it's wild how fast they go. A little challenging because I look for stones that I don't normally carry. Look for stones that are different energies, so that the box as a whole encompasses a lot of different issues and problems and energies. And also colorful wise, I try to make sure they're not all dark stones or all green stones, but a nice mix of colors. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge. This year got that done. And last year I had been donated some really cool Godiva boxes by someone who used to work there. And this year buying the boxes and the supply train was late with that and slow. And everything's sold out now. So this is all I've got. Next year I'll double up again. Well, all the black stones affect feelings. I mean, in different ways, but black stones are more about protection in all the different realms of protection, whether it's shielding from negativity, absorbing negativity, hematite, shielding, obsidian, transmuting, black tourmaline, actually changing negative to positive. I always say the Japanese, who are big on gem elixirs, gem work, period, stonework, they actually grind black tourmaline into a powder, mix it in their house paint, and paint their walls with it. And so it's a great stone, especially if you combine it with rose quartz. Self-love along with the black tourmaline, a beautiful energy. I have some pendants in, some necklaces in, rather, golden healer quartz with a nice piece of delicate. They're not huge, but they're just nice points with a strip of black tourmaline on that. So that's really cool and sterling. And I just today got in, I haven't unpacked them yet because I've been doing the Valentine boxes, but some golden healer, nice big, not points, but polished points to stand up. Man, I cannot hold thoughts. I was up till 2:00 in the morning last night, tagging the bottoms of the liners for the Valentine boxes. And they're candy boxes. They're Valentine candy boxes, only instead of candy, they have stones. And then writing out all the labels and gluing them all into the tops and then filling them and packaging them back up. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And you would say, Laura, why don't you have your kids help you? Or Laura, why don't you have someone help you? Because I'm too fucking fussy. That's why. Okay. China offered. Don't believe me. People offered help. But it's like they're stones, right? So they're not all the same size. Now you're hearing what goes on in my head, okay? They're not all the same size. They're not uniform because they're from nature and they're tumbled. So let's say there's a bigger stone, heart stone, because there's one big galaxite for the center. Well, then maybe I might give someone who didn't get as big a stone a bigger, other stone and make up for it, or a few other better ones and they have to balance, so they can't all be the same shape. I want them different shapes, and yeah. So doing that by myself, it's like, anyway. And China can't talk because she's just fussy about other things, so she has no business talking. If she even comes on here, she knows. She is. Yay! Okay, see? Yeah, black tourmaline and it's meteor? No, I'm not sold out of them. There's still boxes. No, there's still some there. There's still I think it's like 35. So they're right there in the front. If you're stopping by, give me a call at the shop. I'll put one aside for you, Sha. Just call me and let me know you're coming, and I'll set one aside. And let's see. I'll tell you my black tourmaline and rose quartz story. So someone I know who's a teacher, science teacher at high school, did a little experiment. He's also a Reiki person, Reiki master. And he decided to, for the final exam, Reiki papers, and under every student's desk, this is a high school class, he taped a rose quartz, and then he put black tourmaline in the four corners of the rose. And the kids came in for their nervous, talkative, settled down, took their tests, and he stood at the door because they got to watch to make sure no one's cheating, Test time's up. They lined up, handed in their papers, and he said the kids seemed very calm, and they were like, I feel good about this. I think I did good. When he graded the test papers, they actually graded 30% higher than the year before on a curve. And yeah, so a calmer environment and a better test grade, because when you calm down and you're feeling good about yourself, and that's what black tourmaline and rose quartz do. Rose quartz, I know everyone wants it for love, but it's really self-love. And so naturally you're going to do better on a test when you're feeling good about yourself, right? And then you get the black tourmaline that's balancing out the energy in the room. That's a pretty good thing. So that is my story with those stones. I did a newsletter a couple years ago. I probably should repeat it. Different stone combinations to wear or to have that can shift up different energies. Yeah, I do sell. Thank you. You're welcome, Gloria. And I'm not anal about everything. Just if you saw my house, believe me, you'd know I'm not. It's a mess on mess. But certain things, money, I am very anal about. I am absolutely controlling when it comes to money. Oh wow, I do my own taxes. But I've got Virgo in the second house. It's got to be done a certain way. In fact, all my money houses are in Earth signs, so it's good for that. I cannot complain about my chart that way. And kind of wish I didn't have Sagittarius, Saturn, or Saturn and Sag in my seventh. Learning all my lessons through relationships that way. It's lots of fun. That's been a good time. Good time. But yeah, it's been fun. But when it comes to that, when it comes to running the business, yes, I'm very serious about that. Paperwork is important. Everything's filed correctly. All the annual reports, I think it's done timely. I'm very on top of that, really, really well. But you can't be sloppy in business. You can't be sloppy in witchcraft. You can't be sloppy in business. What some folks call eclectic witchcraft is just sloppy magic. Whatever goes, whatever I have, I just use whatever. Okay, well that doesn't. That's great, and maybe it'll work, But I always think of witchcraft more like, when you cook, you have there's a lot of play, but when you're baking, you really have to be careful with measurements and how you stir things into each other. Right timing is more important. Temperature. If you're making candy, especially, you gotta make sure it's the right temperature. So I would equate witchcraft more to baking than cooking. Making a stew, and then anything can go. You can throw it in the pot. That's great. So that's kind of a better analogy, I think. And every time you talk about this in a group, most groups will then accuse you of being controlling or trying to control someone's witchcraft, and you shouldn't tell someone else what to do. It's like, well, then why are some people fucking it up? How's that? Same people that are saying you shouldn't control me, 3 or 4 posts down, they're asking for a love spell or a money spell, or did I do this right, or what do you think of that? Well, apparently you know everything, so no one needs to help you, right? Can't both ways. Oh my God, one more thing I have to talk about, and it's just because I have to talk about it. So, first of all, we all know Whoopi Goldberg. I have nothing against Whoopi Goldberg, but she made a remark about the Holocaust that got her in a lot of trouble and got her a 2-week suspension from The View. We're seeing cancel culture being canceled. That's the topic. Now, Chris Noth, who played Mr. Big on Sex and the City, if you've watched that at all, if you have any knowledge of that, I don't even know a TV set, but I watched that back in the day. And I'm just kind of watching the clips of the new, whatever the new one's called, with the 3 of them. Anyway, they killed him off. They killed off Mr. Big, Carrie's husband. And he had a heart attack on a Peloton bike, and big scene. He agreed to come back just because he knew he was being killed off. He has another show that he does as a regular on. He's actually a star of another show, another drama on TV. And out of nowhere, he was accused of assault by 3 women. I believe it's roughly 20 years ago. He was accused. There's been nothing in court, nothing like that. And just like that, that's the name of the show, by the way, the Sex and the City. Just like that, they've removed his scenes. I guess there were some dream sequences and taken out of that. He lost his other show. He was discharged from that show. You can look this up. Chris Noth, N-O-T-H, actor. He lost a tequila deal, $10 million deal he had done with some tequila he had made. He lost the Peloton bike ad he was doing, and his marriage is on the rocks. So he was accused of something from 20 years ago. Meanwhile, stay with me. The actress who was in Aquaman 2, who was in Aquaman 1, Johnny Depp's ex-wife, who accused him of assault. He was raked through the coals, he lost a lot in that accusation. Turns out she was the abuser. She beat him up. She actually physically hit him often. He never talked about it because being a male star, bad for the image, and he didn't say anything. Now she lied, said she had tapes. She lied. She was the abuser. That's not like that's truth. That's not an accusation. You're accused of something, but this is proven. She was not fired from Aquaman 2. She's making the movie or the movie. How is that possible? How is it she kept the role, and yet we see someone who's just accused? And I thought you were innocent until proven guilty. So what's going on with cancel culture? How is this being determined? It's an interesting thing. So I just posted this up on Facebook earlier, not much earlier, maybe like a half hour ago, that I guess they want to cancel Amazon Prime, but they're raising their rates and doing something funny with that. All kinds of shit, guys. Stay tuned. It's about to get really interesting. The people are turning on themselves. So cancel culture being canceled, and I guess Meta, Facebook, the new Facebook, taking a huge dive. PayPal, huge dive. Bitcoin, huge dive. Interesting times, guys. Just sit back and watch the show. Things are going to get really interesting. And what I've heard is that come March, you're going to watch the real estate market start tanking. There's going to be a lot of foreclosures. I've been waiting for it to happen. Targeted for March. And someone brought up the issue. I'm not sure I believe it, but the last depression, the Great Depression, was the Spanish flu, and then we had the Great Depression, and now we have COVID, and whatever's going to follow here. So that's not necessarily what I want for the world. Amber Heard, thank you, Heidi. And just like that, thank you. I'm looking here. Okay, so anyways, I'm laughing at comments. I get off on a tangent. But that I was really thinking about, and China and I were talking about that, is just the expose shows that are coming out. I know there's one on Bill Cosby. It's getting panned by some people. And the one on Hugh Hefner. Well, Hugh Hefner's interesting, isn't he? All these women coming out saying that they felt so embarrassed, so they were so upset. It was such a toxic environment. And I'm waiting for someone to say they were held there against their will. I'm waiting to hear that they were tied up there or someone held a gun to their head. Weren't they paid? I mean, all his wives, his girlfriends, they were paid. They were on the payroll. They weren't there for the goodness of their heart, and they weren't there because they were being blackmailed or something. They were there because they wanted to be there. And if you felt bad about it, you could have left. You could have left. Meanwhile, Pam Anderson and oh my God, the Barbie twins and a bunch of are coming forward now to say, no, you know what? Jump-started their careers. They made a lot of money, and he never forced himself on anybody, apparently. So I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. Just saying. I think when we talk about canceling people and canceling, and of course the book banning, that's a book banning, book burning that's going on right now. And you see the title of the books they're banning. What the hell is that all about? What is that all about? And I'm asking you a question. Seriously, what's it all about? I don't even. There's some crazy pastor in Tennessee that I won't post because I'm not giving him any publicity whatsoever. But there is a huge book burning. I think it was tonight or last night. Huge, like a gigantic bonfire. I've got to watch Steve Judd. Thank you, Robin. And for anyone who wants to No, Steve Judd is an astrologer that I follow along with Robin and a few other people out of England, and he's just quite brilliant. And his videos are wonderful because they're roughly like 10, 15 minutes long. He doesn't go on a ramble for, like as I'm rambling now, but he doesn't ramble on for like an hour. And it's very easy to understand. He makes it very simple, breaks it down beautifully. So by all means, if you want to check out Steve Judd, Judd, on YouTube, Steve Judd Astrology. Really good stuff. I got to check him out again. And his expertise in mundane astrology, and that's the astrology of the world. That's political stuff and earth events, and not something that usually Western astrology is purely good at. Vedic, more predictive, shall we say. But he is quite talented and very accurate. And a little political these days. I think we're all getting more political. Because it's almost impossible to talk about what's going on, like, say, in the store without mentioning politics. It's impossible to talk about the energy of the times without mentioning politics. Because that's what's kind of driving the trade. Excuse me. And gobble down some food really quick before I came on. And I want to see if there's any more comments here. Nope. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's do some cards, because I can't really, there's no stories in terms of the week. It was just what I said. And quieter too, because it's been so bitter cold and people are really, really nervous about COVID. Very nervous. So it's been a little quieter in the shop. I think when it's cold like this, people just want to come home and go home. They want to get out of work and just go home. They don't want to, and I don't blame them. But usually January is a busy month, and I gotta say it wasn't like it was. But still good. Not complaining. A lot of people doing a lot of cleansing, a lot of clearing, and a lot of clearing out, which is very helpful when you're trying to clear up a home. And I guess one other thing I'll talk about too. I was going to talk about this in the newsletter, and I just didn't want to be negative. That's why I talked about angels this month. I really want us to have something more uplifting to think about than just another month of, oh, look how bad it is. But the other thing that I'm seeing in the shop is poltergeist activity or absolutely negative. I hate the word demonic. I really do, because that always bites witches back in the ass, because of course they assume that we're working with them or somehow we're inspiring them, and that's just not true. But really bad stuff going on in people's homes, like bad stuff going on. Things being broken, terrorizing kids, terrorizing the animals. Hello. Lando says, go ahead and try and terrorize me. Go ahead and try. Huh? Nobody's terrorizing you, huh, bud? What are you doing? Come down. Say hi. Come on. What's going on today? You good boy? You good boy? You say hi? Nothing? You say hello? Okay. So yeah, I mean, weird stuff, like weird things caught on tape, weird things, kids seeing stuff that's really horrifying. One woman, which I know she's telling the truth. I know no teeth problems, nothing. Tooth fell out of her mouth. Like it literally, a tooth fell out of her mouth. Just kidding me? But no, just I can't share the backstory, but not great. So really a good time to keep your homes clear, keep your energy high, cleanse. Frankincense is a really good choice. Helps lift depression too. You can look this up on Google. You can Google Yale study, frankincense depression, and you'll see it actually has been shown to help lift depression, and why. I'm not going to go into the science of that, but the articles will. If you want to look them up, it's pretty well written. Joe Rogan, I know I'm following that. I don't know. You know, it's hard because you gotta. It sucks. You don't want to be canceled yourself, so it's tough. And I'm debating. I you always don't want to say too much, you know. It's just like I've always tried not to overshare, because that can be a mistake too. But something I'm going to talk about it. Why not? I didn't do anything wrong. Sure. So about 2 months ago, I had, excuse me, dude, come on, had something happen at the shop. That was a Saturday, and it was very quiet. I had forgotten that a couple young women were in the back of the shop, back room. In my shop, it's like 1,000 square feet. You go up like 3 stairs, and then there's a back room with books and herbs. And in my live video, I kind of showed it a little bit. It was it's not a big room, believe me, but it's just big enough for like a big table. I teach classes, small classes. I have not taught anything since COVID. It's been 2 years now, and there's herbs and books and such. So, and we do readings back there. Anyway, I had read that they were changing verbiage, and we know they're changing verbiage. They've changed verbiage medically to be more inclusive, and they were changing verbiage in real estate terms. So they're changing it. It's not that they're doing it. There's no more family rooms. There's no more mother-in-law suites. There's no more, master bedroom. That's determined to be a racist term, master bedroom. And I just read this, and someone came in the shop that I know and know his wife. They came in together. Again, thought we were alone. Can't do this. And said, and respectfully, I'm like, hey, did you hear they're changing verbiage for real estate? And this is someone who works in planning and zoning that I know for one of the local towns. And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, oh yeah, they're going to change the word verbiage for like master bedroom and for a family room. Apparently that's, not everyone's a family, so it's not inclusive. Mother-in-law suites, not everybody has a mother. Like, I guess some folks are hatched, I don't know, but okay. I mean, sometimes it feels like there's a war on motherhood. I'm going to say that real quick. It really does. It's like, that's really? Because those are like, I said, well, no, I said, I get some of it. We know, and I'm going to say this, some verbiage, some words do need to change. Now, if you think back, the show, I always mess this up, with Valerie Bertinelli, and the mother was a feminist back in the day, called A Woman's Liver. Wait, someone's going to share this name now so that I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know. Right? Meanwhile, I'm watching, oh my gosh, what's her name? Stop. Showing off her new mansion, and she's showing off her master bedroom. Anyway, whatever. What's next? Like master degree, master carpenter, master, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't talking disrespectfully. Like I said, some language needs to change. Back in the day, hold on, one day at a time, thank you. So the running joke on one day at a time, the running shtick, I'm really rambling. I'm really tired, I apologize. There was a superintendent, it was a single mother and her 2 girls, she's divorced. Ooh, that's shocking back then too. Please remember that until 1964, a woman could not have a credit card in her own name. A woman could not get a hysterectomy without her husband's permission. It's a different world back in the 60s. People ask, why did marriages last? Why did they stay together? Because women had no choice. They had no way to financially take care of themselves. Okay, divorce was a big taboo even in the 70s. That was still talked about. So the running shtick on this show was that she, a divorced woman, wanted to be called Ms. Romano. Ms. MS. It was actually a Ms. magazine. Gloria Steinem was, I think, editor-in-chief of that magazine. Being called Ms. was a big deal. It was considered a slap in the face of the patriarchy. How dare you? Now think, you had Miss, which is usually a young girl, and Mrs., which is a married woman, and there was nothing in between. So Ms. made sense, but not back then. Now, but because language changed, now we know when we're picking off Miss, Mrs., Ms. How do you, what are your, right? Good thing. That's a good thing. We can all agree that's a good thing, that sometimes things have to change. Hold on, so I'll look at comments. Yeah, Bonnie Franklin. Schneider. Remember Schneider? And he was all, that was the shtick, Ms. Romano. And of course, there was a sexual undertone and all that. But it was a good show. It was a cute show, and it was a sweet show. All those shows back in that time frame. Good Times was brilliant. All in the Family. They all tackled some really tough issues, and we say like they wouldn't be able to be shown today. Blazing Saddles was hysterically funny. I thought, but no one. It was a show. It was a joke. But anyway, I'm digressing. I'm not trying to. So, anyways, talking to this person and his wife and saying, they want to change this verbiage. Now, by no means did anyone laugh or scoff or say, oh, the snowflakes want new name. Nothing like that. And in fact, I had just said my shtick about verbiage changing and, the show. And all of a sudden, these two young men are rushing for the door, like rushing for the door. I was like, I'm like, oh, please wait before you go. I hope I never talk like that, with politics or I said, I hope you're not offended. And she turned around and was like, we are horribly offended. That was extremely offensive and was really angry. And unfortunately, the gentleman said, but explain my master bedroom. I don't understand. He goes, that's right. You don't understand. You'll never get it. That's why you'll never understand that's racist and horrible and family room and mother-in-law suite. Not everyone has a mother. Not everyone has a family. It's like, and left angry. And after they left, it was like, well, maybe it's good riddance. I'm like, no, not really, because my reviews are stellar. And that's how people get canceled. I need one person out there saying that I'm racist or saying that I'm, anti-trans or however that gets translated, because you don't even know if what you said was. Now, luckily, I have a lot of gay and trans friends, so I could sit there and say, did I really misspeak? And I didn't. But that's how quickly, that's how fast, that's how reactive the situation really is. And I'm sharing it just to illustrate that, not to make myself look good or that I need validation. I know I didn't say anything wrong over there, but rather just that's what we're dealing with. Like that's the tinderbox that we're sitting on right now, and how easy it is to have someone really cancel you. It's not a joke. So anyway, that's my story there with that. Hey, Miss J, how are you? And I really feel badly that anyone leaves my store and that isn't happy. That doesn't happen very often at all. I think I could probably count on one hand the number of times that people have left feeling less than happy. It's quite the opposite. Folks come in to decompress and feel good and be happy. Actually, I stay open late so folks have a place to go at night. Thanks, Heidi, and thank you, Shaf. Yeah, I don't think, to me it's not offensive, but I thank you, Heidi. But I think it feels like virtue signaling, doesn't it? I mean, and it was too, because I did try to engage him. I said, please, can we talk about this? Can we please don't leave angry? And there was no, and then there's no discussion. And we see that on Facebook. But I was talking to China. There was a recent post I put up about Elon Musk, who I happen to like, and she does not. And we went back and forth. And we were talking, like, I always leave those posts up because we go back and forth and no one's calling names. And the fact is, we don't always agree. She and I are very different politically in some respects. We're different in a few ways. We take different approaches to things. Doesn't make us less of friends. It doesn't make us respect each other less. It just we look at things differently. Grew up in different parts of the country, for God's sake. Have different viewpoints, raised by different parents, and that's how that works, guys. You know that's how we grow and learn. But if we can't even have a civil discussion, especially when no one is going into it making fun, it's very hard if someone is saying something racist or nasty or belittling to come in and say, hey, let's talk about that. But if it's a discussion and she's like, I have a different viewpoint, let's hear it. That's not a bad thing. That's how educated people debate, not argue and fight. But the art of debate is really gone, and it's driving some of this to go completely round robin to what we started talking about. Is it's making it impossible to have any kind of discussion. So again, we're in a situation where nobody's growing, nobody's learning, nobody's moving forward, and it does feel masterminded to me. That's not to sound all conspiracy theory, but it seems like that's exactly what our leadership wants. Because the day that we all come together and agree and then start looking at solutions, it's a bad day for them, frankly. But anyway, that's my story. That's what's going on. Sharing that, so if it's happening to you, trust me, it's happening to me too. So I take my business seriously, and I take those feelings seriously. I really don't like hurting people's feelings. I don't enjoy that. I don't think that's funny or fun. It doesn't make me feel smarter or better, that's for sure. And that's why people who know me know that they can message me and say, hey, you said this, but I disagree. I shared something many, years ago about the World Trade Center, and one of my very young Muslim friends, young girl, had messaged me, and she said, Laura, I know you didn't mean this, but every time someone says that particular thing, you have no idea how hard it is for us who are, American, Arab, or Muslim in this country. We are so looked upon badly, and it's really hard, and it's dangerous. It actually gets dangerous for us, and all we want to do is be peaceful. And again, I felt like that big. I'm like, I will take that down immediately. I am so sorry. And she was like, I know you didn't do it on purpose, but it really makes it harder for us. And I was just like, wow. So that kind of stuff, absolutely. I always want to be corrected. And by no means am I perfect, trust me. Because I can misspeak too. So anyway, we are shuffled up. Yeah, respond, not react. That's right. And we don't all agree. We don't all agree to make it. It can be boring if we all did agree, wouldn't it? If we all saw things the same way. But it's just at some point, it's hard to, what will make you happy? What exactly will make you happy? I don't think in some cases, it's just, it makes you happy just to stir the pot? We see that on Facebook. We see that it's just, you're just being disagreeable to stir the pot. That's not okay. Right? Like asking for help in the witchcraft community, asking for help, and then when someone tries to say, okay, well, this is how I see it, oh, you're trying to control the situation. It's like, no, just wow. Reading. We're going to start with Aries, and this is just a short-term reading. 6-card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for anyone new. I always try to read to teach because I love teaching tarot. I'm kind of miserable not being able to do that all this time. So I'll tell you the cards that I'm pulling and how I interpret the cards. And by all means, please, if you read, follow along at home. And so the first card up is the situation. The next 2 cards are what's directly impacting the situation. And the last 3 cards, it's a triangle, are outcomes. Okay? All right. So we have for Aries the Knight of Coins reversed. We have the Moon, and we have the 6 of Cups reversed. we have the World reversed, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil reversed. Now, how do I read these cards? Well, the first card up, the Knight of Coins reversed, is news about money that isn't coming through. So anything that was planned for or talked about, not dead in the water, but no new news. There's also a sense of feeling trapped at home, trapped in the house, Six of Cups reversed, not getting out, not moving forward. But with Six of Cups reversed, it also can be a card of homesickness, believe it or not. And the moon is, so there could be a melancholy about the past, a sense of sadness around the past, possibly the past preying on your mind. The World reversed, ready for a big change, ready for something new, something different. Wheel of Fortune and the Devil reversed. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is always good luck and it's moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is the simplest card in the deck. It's either upright or it's reversed. If it's reversed, it's not moving, it's bad luck. And if it is upright, it's the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward and it's good luck. And here in this instance, it's moving forward. And the Devil reversed, that's leaving toxic things, toxic thoughts behind. This wouldn't surprise me. It could also be someone doing shadow work. Again, looking at the past, home, childhood, with an eye to mental health concerns, depression, anxiety, that's the moon. While waiting for something to happen, kind of reviewing what got you into a situation, maybe. Okay? Yes. And ready for that big change, ready to make it, but it's like just, I want to say it's just doing your homework, doing some background work, and any bad habits, just ready to leave things behind. When you move forward, you'll be leaving all that stuff behind. All those bad memories, all that childhood stuff, all that toxic stuff, leaving it behind. Okay? That's Aries. All right. So we have Taurus. Taurus, we start off with the Page of Wands reversed, Justice reversed, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups reversed, the Seven of Cups, and the High Priestess reversed. So a lot of emotions. You can already tell these cup cards, right? First card up, the Page of Wands reversed. So interestingly enough, for Aries, we had the Knight of Coins reversed, right? Was it the Knight of Coins? I'm looking at the card just because it's so similar, and a lot of times, yeah, the Knight of Coins reversed. The signs that are conjunct or next to each other, there's often similarities in the way the energies, the readings go. So the Page of Wands reversed is really nothing new creative happening. No new creative energy, where for Aries was more of financial, money energy. This is creative energy for Taurus. Justice reversed, something unfair. Queen of Cups. It's usually motherhood. Moving forward, Five of Cups, crying over spilt milk. We're done with that. Moving forward, not sure what to do. High Priestess reversed. Wow. I'm going to pull one more card for clarity. The Four of Cups. Wow. This is really, the way I look at this for Taurus, there's a lot of emotions going on, unfair situations. Again, reflection. Moving on. Five of Cups reversed, like that Wheel of Fortune we just heard about. Well, the Five of Cups reversed is moving on past disappointment, moving on past that spilt milk. Can't fix it. Got to move forward. But not sure what to do next. This sense of really being lost, Taurus. The Seven of Cups. Do what do you want to do? It's emotions. Cups. Four of Cups. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to do. This sense of not trusting your intuition. The High Priestess reversed. And I want to say, when you're like this, when you're in this kind of a situation, it's a lot of feminine energy there going on. a lot of maternal energy. The best thing to do is to not make any decision except for logical ones. That is to say, take care of your basic needs. This is not the time to really look at your intuition. Again, looking at the cards here, it's really about making only necessary steps that you need to make that make sense, that are logic based, because you don't know what you want. So don't make any decisions. Don't make any commitments. I guess is the word I want to use. Don't make any commitments. Rather, just fulfill your basic needs, do what you have to do, and put the rest on the back burner for now. Okay, because you don't know what you want, so you don't really want to sign contracts. You know what you want, so don't just move to move. Change just for the sake of change is not going to make you feel better. It's going to distract you, but there's a difference in being distracted and actually doing your work. Aries is doing their work, examining the past. Taurus is moving past it without a sense of direction. Okay? So Taurus, just keep it simple and keep it logical, which is your wheelhouse. Okay? Oh, Gemini. Here we go. Gemini, we are starting off with the Eight of Cups. Ready to go. The Five of Coins reversed. The Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands reversed. The Hermit reversed. And the Ten of Swords reversed. How do I see this? Well, ready to move, ready to go, Eight of Cups, ready to roll. Five of Coins reversed tells us that things are getting better financially, or things are making a turnaround financially. And it's interesting because the Five of Coins reversed correlates a little bit to the Ten of Swords reversed. The Five of Coins reversed is financial disaster averted, or coming up out of financial disaster, because the Five of Coins is a bankruptcy card, but it's reversed. So it's moving past that. And the Ten of Swords reversed is coming up through painful experience, but you're done with it. Now you're on the way up. You bottomed out, bottom of the barrel there, but now you're moving up. Looking at new opportunities, the Ace of Wands, new creative opportunities, new employment opportunities for you, Gemini. But I got to tell you, you're making them happen. No one's doing you any favors, Gemini. The Two of Wands reversed, no support, and the Hermit reversed. You're on your own. Okay, no one is going to make something happen for you. I'm sorry. There's no big favors being shown. But I gotta say, and Gemini is one of those air signs, they usually like groupthink. They like committees. They like, they're comfortable with people and ideas, the exchange of ideas, like we were talking earlier. If you don't exchange ideas, you can't grow. Well, the air signs love the exchange of ideas. Libra loves to debate. They make great lawyers. They're one of the signs, they rule that house. They are the scales, right? But they love talking about everything. Aquarius, that rules humanitarian efforts and revolutions and committees and humanitarian efforts. And then Gemini, that rules communication in general, technology, everything is found there. So you have signs that want to debate, want to talk, want to, exchange ideas. But here it's like whatever your ideas are, Gemini, you're making them happen on your own. And there is a sense of really feeling alone. And the problem when you feel it is you feel vulnerable. And that's what having people around us does. It makes us feel not so vulnerable. You have people around you, that with protection. That's why we feel better in a city sometimes than we do in the country. I know we all love the country. I love the country too. But if you're in the city and you call 911, you're going to have someone there in a minute, in general. But when you go out in the boondocks, out in the country, you're choking or you're bleeding, it could be a different story. It's going to be a while before you see your fire engines or EMS trucks or whatever if you're in the country. So we feel safer with people in general. Okay, we're tribal anyway. But Gemini, you're not being afforded that. No one is making that happen for you. It's really about going off on your own, being on your own, independent thought, no supports. And you're ready for it. A lot of creative stuff going on here, but you're creating on your own. Okay? If you're thinking of opening your own business, with all of everything going direct now, if you're thinking of starting your own business, or this is the time to start the planning. This is the time to do it. Okay? All right, Cancer. Cancer, start off with the Star reversed, the King of Swords reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Coins, and the Four of Wands reversed. Right, not the happiest cards, I'm not going to lie. Star reversed is loss of hope, feeling hopeless, not seeing a solution, just really. And the King of Swords reversed is usually one of two things. It's either a man who's a bully, a man who is my way or no way. It can be abusive, not always, but sometimes can be verbally abusive. And the Ace of Swords has you not saying anything, Cancer. You're just watching it unfold. Ace of Swords is no communication, which, as we know, when dealing with a narcissist, is the best thing. Just cut them off. Don't give them any extra energy. Cut that off. We see that the Knight of Swords, which is good. Taking action in another direction. Three of Coins, and the Four of Wands reversed. This is taking a job for the money, not for the interest. Okay. This is about getting away from somebody by whatever means necessary. You need money, and it looks like you do. It's okay. Taking a job is a job. It's not your dream job, but it's about money. Four of Wands reversed. No, there's nothing to celebrate here. It's not creative. It's not interesting. But it gets you the money you need to get away from this situation. Yeah. I'm going to throw one more card just for a little clarity for Cancer. Yep. Page of Cups. There's also a chance with this reading is that you may need to get away from someone, a spouse that's very difficult. The sense of hopelessness, not getting any better, not saying anything, a bully, someone who's very difficult. And here we're seeing children. Okay. Three of Coins, this idea of somebody coming through and here, this will get you through, or do this for me. And it's not like you want to do that job or you want, but it buys you your freedom. Okay. This idea of moving forward, that's your thing, Cancer. Right? Does that mean every Cancer has got a narcissist or a bully for a husband and every Cancer is trying to escape? No, it doesn't. But do you have a friend? Do you have someone you're close to that's dealing with the situation? Very often in readings, what's on your heart, what's on your mind is what comes through in the reading. So if you've got a brother or a sister or a best friend that's dealing with this issue, this is the energy that, it's not one size fits all. But if there's anything to be gleaned from that, if there's anything that can be taken away to fit that situation, there you go. Okay. All right. Leo. Everybody's still there, right? Nobody's making any comments, but everybody's still there. Nothing's been. It was a terrible time once when nothing shut down on me, and I went on reading all night, and there was like literally nothing out there. So just someone just shoot me a like or something. That I know everyone's still there. Facebook isn't doing something funny. Zuckerberg heard me talking about Meta, decided to take it. Okay, Greta, I'm sorry for that. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you. All right, Leo. Okay. I can see him. I've banned so many times. I can see him pulling the plug on me altogether. Here you go. Okay, Leo, King of Wands reversed. Two of Cups. Four of Coins. Queen of Swords. Eight of Coins. Four of Swords reversed. Oh my God, Leo, work, and then work some more, huh? Okay. This is Leo very busy. I want to say, and I got to tell you that the few Leos I've been reading over the past few weeks are in good relationships. Seems like they're happy. The ones I've read. And again, there's not been a lot of Leos, but you know, the ones I have read have been happy. The Two of Cups, friendship that grows into romance. Romance comes out of friendship, a best friend situation. Queen of Swords is usually not an easy female to get along with. It looks like it's really close to home. Not a lot of relaxing, not a lot of anxiety, I should say. No ability to rest. You're probably not sleeping very well, Leo. And just really ways to make work more creative, ways to make work more interesting. There's enough of it there to do. There's enough to do. It's just how do you make it interesting? How do you make it? That's that Four of Coins, upright. It's just what else can I do for money? What else can I? Jen, we're on Leo. All right, money's coming in, but it'd be nice if there was more. It'd be nice if it was attached to something interesting to do. In the meantime, there's a female who's not very easy. That's kind of running the show. It looks like a little bit too. Maybe a female boss. She seems a little pessimistic, and she seems like she's not happy with the job you're doing. All right. Basically, friendship, which I love. There could be more, but a lot of changes in the workplace. A lot of attempts to make things more interesting. A lot of trying to find new ways to bring money in. Okay. And there's not a lot of rest going on. It's almost like you were trying to save a company or save a situation, and going over in your mind, how else can we do this? How else can we make money? How else can we make it happen? How else can we, just that self-preservation. And we always like to ask for help. So, it's really how can I, fix this, right? It also could be Leo wondering if they want to work at all. It could be Leo looking at changing jobs or changing things around a little bit too. Right? And Virgo. Oh, brother. Okay, Virgo, we have Strength reversed. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the King of Cups reversed. We have the Emperor, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. To me, these cards speak to someone either going back to school or doing some different training to change the job. It's a sense of depression, a sense of weakness. It could be that you're not doing the job anymore. You're not as strong as you used to be. Maybe you were sick with COVID. Maybe you were sick, period, and you just can't do it. You got to do something different if this is too stressful for you, Virgo. Making big changes. But it's the same argument over and over and over again. It's the same shit until you change it up. No one's going to give you any breaks until you take a break yourself. It really is. I mean, Virgo is an earth sign, and Virgo likes things spelled out and very clear. But this is almost too severe for Virgo. Like there's no room for creativity here, and there should be. It looks like Virgo has been in creative fields or does do creative stuff. Not right now. All right? It's kind of depressing. All right. I'm throwing more card for Virgo. Two of Swords. I'm sorry, Virgo. It's rocking a hard place. Oh, Frozen. That's great. Well, hey, Eddie. Las Vegas. Woo! Virgo, it's rocking a hard place. There is no easy answers here for you. It's really, you're kind of stuck making money where you make money, doing what you do until you finish school, until you're ready to, and it's, yeah, no easy answers. Validation, if you're having a rough time right now, trying to find a new way of earning a living, a new way to make money, a new way to live, an easier way to live. Hey, Sandy, how are you? You've got an appointment for tomorrow. Somebody coming in. Sandy's one of the readers at the shop. I have 3 readers done tomorrow. I've got Sandy, Karn, and Sherry all coming in. Tracy, sometimes it really is rocking a hard place. And it's not even time to pick. It's just stuck. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Virgo had been doing better though. This is I think just like everybody, it's grueling for everybody right now. All right, but actually Virgo had been doing much better. We'd seen new jobs, we'd seen new stuff, new energy, fresh energy. But right now, we're stuck. All right, Libra. Libras. The Hangman upside down, reversed. The Knight of Cups. The Ten of Wands, reversed. The Empress. The Ten of Coins, reversed. And the Queen of Coins, reversed. Wow. Okay, Libra, well, I hate the Hangman reverse. The Hangman reverse is feeling like your efforts aren't appreciated. It's feeling like a doormat. It's not wasted time. Wasted time. Knight of Cups and the Ten of Wands reversed. The Ten of Wands reversed is the straw that broke the camel's back. Empress, the Ten of Coins reversed, and the Queen of Coins reversed. This almost looks to me like someone's waiting for a kid to graduate or something happened with a kid so that they can move on, sell a house. Ten of Coins reversed is often real estate sales, but it's delayed. Everything's delayed. Queen of Coins delayed. Ten of Wands reversed. Again, that straw that broke the camel's back. The Empress wants to take control, wants to be in control, but isn't going to make sure that they're one of their children or a child isn't going to be left out in the cold. So this is kind of like hanging onto a house so your kid can finish school there, That's what it speaks to, this idea of just everything's being put on hold so someone can finish up what they need to do. Okay? Okay. Scorpio. All right, Well, we start with the magician, the master. 3 of Swords reversed and the Sun reversed. The 2 of Coins reversed, the 9 of Wands reversed, and the Fool reversed. Oh, shit. Well, this is Scorpio puppeteer, Scorpio the master, the mastermind, the master planner. What a shit show. This is Scorpio just looking out at a shit show. Ace of Coins. I'm going to say this with Scorpio, Ace of Coins. You're putting up with a lot of bullshit, Scorpio. All of this, the Sun reversed, the 3 of Swords reversed, anxiety, failure, 9 of Wands. No one's moving forward. Everyone's got their head up their ass. The 2 of Coins reversed. No, financially, no one's taking appropriate action or being accountable. The Fool reversed. No forward motion, nothing. But why are you there? Money. I'm going to say, so this looks like there's no cups here. This isn't about your emotions. This isn't home. This isn't one of your kids. It's like work, and you're there for a paycheck. End of story. You're just standing above and beyond it all, just watching, Scorpio is a big sidelines, big shadow person. They watch from the shadows. They anything they do, any manipulation, any I mean, in a good way. You can manipulate a situation for good, just as well as for bad. But it's just anything they do in the dark. You don't have to know what they're doing, right? But this is again just watching fools be fools, and but you're no fool. Be clear, and that goes without saying. Again, these are short-term readings. It's the situation right now. And Scorpio is doing all they can do. Go in, you do your work, you get out. Don't get involved. Do not get involved. Sagittarius. I'm losing my voice, I know. 6 of Wands. Good. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 6 of Coins reversed. Chariot reversed. Death. Okay. So what's going on? Great stuff is going on. The 6 of Wands is advancement, new career, new opportunities, new creative juices flowing, new creative opportunities. 9 of Cups. Like I always say, I have a 9 of Cups wish spell kit. 9 of Cups is your wishes coming true. Lovely card. And we have the 10 of Cups. Happy at home. Happiness in the home. What emotional happiness. Played up against the 6 of Coins reverse. That's debt and bills owed. Chariot reverse, which is no forward motion right now. And death. Big change. Tower reverse. And Temperance. Okay. I'm trying to think of the image I'm getting is just that image of what was that show with that movie? Oh God, Whitney Houston was in it. My favorite actress. The one who was in Stella Got a Groove Back. There's a scene where her husband's been cheating on her, and she literally like lights a match and like you see that it just burns the car, just very, and that's the energy with Sag here. It's like things are going good, and when what's not going good, what's stuck is just if it's a relationship, then they're filing for divorce or they're leaving. If it's job, like I'm happy at home, it's job, anything that's not where they're blowing it up. Tower reverse, you're doing it. You're bringing the chaos. You're establishing temperance. This is out of balance. This isn't working. Death card. I'm done. It's deadwood. It's like a dam where you need the river to flow. Waiting to exhale. Thank you, Shaw. Yes, Angela Bass. I adore her. I love her so much. Loved her in Coven as Marie Laveau. I loved her. I love her. Love her. But that scene where she just that's Sagittarius energy here. You know what? You want to be an asshole? Well, I can be an asshole too. But doesn't want to be. I mean, this is Sag. Everything's going good. But if something or someone is trying to challenge your peace of mind or your peace at home, you got no problem. This isn't about being self-destructive either. This is just about, I'm going to do what it takes to get balance back. I'm going to remove whatever the hell it is that is upsetting my peace of mind. Because that's what I want. Sag is after balance. Okay? Capricorn. I am so bad with names, guys. I'm bad at names, dates, and I apologize for that. I'm frustrated listening to myself talk, like remember things. All right, Capricorn. So we start off with the Ace of Cups. Judgment, 6 of Swords, 7 of Coins, Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant. Well, shoot. I mean, So everything's upright, looks great. I mean, the Ace of Cups is great. It's love, being in love, loving your job, loving life, love. Ace of Cups, your cup overfloweth. That's the card. Usually is the Ace of Cups is usually the chalice, and it's just flowing out of there, man. Good stuff. Signing contracts, judgment, promotion, anything, any judgment, it's all good. The Six of Swords can be a move, it can be a transfer, it can be travel overseas. Usually it's big travel. Greta, good night, honey. Have a good night, okay? And yeah, you stay warm and safe too, sweetie. So there may be some travel involved for Cappy. Seven of Coins. Nine of Wands. New opportunities, new career opportunities, new opportunities to make money, new opportunities, new creative opportunities. And then how does this parlay into cash? Okay, it does. And the Hierophant. So this is all about your work. It's really all about work. It's all about your career, the Hierophant. Good cards, really good cards. If it's travel for work, that's great. But this is a nice spread. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, the cards speak for themselves. Really good stuff. For one more card to see if there's anything. If there's one thing missing here, Lovers reversed, would be intimacy. It would be one-on-one. The Hierophant is, institutional thinking and the bigger picture, the business. The one-on-one is probably missing for you, Capricorn, right now. Again, these are short-term cards, so I don't think it's forever. God knows. Hey, sweetie. Daisy just walked in. So Capricorn, bravo. You win the spread tonight's cards. Oh, we're not done yet, right? Aquarius. Aquarius, we have the King of Coins, the Eight of Wands reversed, the Page of Coins, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Wands. A little different than Capricorn. A big focus on work. Eight of Wands reversed is pay attention to work. But in this case, where with Capricorn it was like that's missing from your life, that's where it's out of balance. In this case, the cards are saying stop with the relationship, whatever problem in the relationship's going on, redirect your energy to work. Okay, get your head out of that game and into this game. There's no time for that. If there's something flawed in the relationship, you know what this makes me think of, and it was what I was thinking just before I started this little video here. I was thinking about Adele. Okay, are you following that with Adele? I love that. I love that for you, Shah. I'm hoping I'll have it for you too, Halls. I hope that means good stuff's on the horizon quickly for you. Out with the old, in with the new. But I want to say with Adele, these cards made me think of her. I don't know if she's an Aquarius or not, but she had everything going on. She'd gotten divorced. She lost like over 100 pounds. She landed this big gig in Las Vegas. Big gig, like one of those big things in Vegas. She new home, big beautiful home in LA. She new boyfriend, big successful boyfriend. Everything was going good, and all of a sudden it's all falling apart. And they say it's because she was having relationship problems, a relationship on the rocks. That now she's not doing her show. She's canceled the gig in Vegas, or she's just delayed it, but it's not happening. And people bought tickets, and it was expensive tickets, and she's not doing it. And they say it's a relationship, that she's so upset because that's failing, that now everything is, and this is, she's an amazing singer, she's an amazing performer, but it just feels like, you got to get your head back in the game, Adele. And And King of Coins, there's a money card right there. So for Aquarius, news of money, money coming in. Queen of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands, whatever you got to do. Seven of Wands is education, but it can be therapy. That's a loose interpretation, though. But whatever you got to do to get your head back in the game and make yourself relevant again, you need to do. Okay? Because this is costing you money. And stop fretting about the relationship. But again, you know, sometimes if you just leave it go, it'll fix itself. Okay, she's a Taurus. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. She's struggling right now. Bad. All right. So that's Aquarius. A little different than Capricorn. Capricorn is, you know, career in lieu of, and in this case, there's it's also career in lieu of, but let's remove you from this. Whatever's not working here, relationship, emotionally, and focus back on career. Okay. And Pisces. A second here, because of course I've run out of cards because I keep throwing extra cards for everybody. Pisces. A quick shuffle here. This is funny with the cards. Oh, my. It's always something. Okay, Pisces. Just shuffle for a second. All right. Pisces. Okay. Well, we start off with the Nine of Coins reversed. The Page of Swords. The Nine of Swords. The Seven of Swords reversed. The Five of Swords reversed. And the Star reversed. Okay. Not the happiest cards in the world. Nine of Coins reversed, kind of what I said, like business is slow, business is down a little bit there. Nine of Coins reversed, money not coming through, money not flowing where you want it to, Pisces. Page of Swords, new communication coming in. I have anxiety around that. The Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, really. Seven of Swords reversed, Five of Swords reversed. If there's anything toxic going on in the workplace, because these really do feel more like workplace and home, there's no a cup cards make you think this is emotional. It's going to HR, going to authorities, getting help, therapy, whatever it is, going to seeking professional help to stop gossip, to stop negative or toxic behavior. The Star reverse is telling me though that the only one that's going to stop this is you. Okay, I don't know that this is something that a therapist can help with. I think it's just a matter of might be outnumbered, Pisces, that it can happen. Sucks. Sometimes you're in the wrong place. Just you're way outnumbered. That gets hired. Sometimes you get hired in, and there's already a clique established, and there's no way in hell that you're winning there. I think you're doing what you got to do, Pisces, so you can find something new to do. I can tell you how that translates to me. Is I was thinking it's time to introduce some new ideas. I'm thinking about the Valentine boxes, but what am I going to follow that up with? Because it's time for some new stuff, some new ideas, and yeah. The Hierophant, yeah, it's about work. For Pisces, it's about work. But this is about understanding that, it's up to you to fix this. There's no one that can really help you. And in some cases with COVID, the cold, those are not negotiables. There are things that you can't. My daughter's a Pisces, she's a waitress. The numbers are down. People aren't going out, they're afraid. It's cold out. They want to go home after work. They don't want to go and have coffee or a dessert or a snack, or they want to go home. We're here in New England. When it's cold, it's cold. You just want to get home. In my case, it's happening too at the shop. I'm open late. People want to go home. And so it really is about that idea of Page of Swords, new ideas, new communication, new ideas. All right, Pisces. This is every man for himself right now. That's true for a lot of us. It really is. It's up to us. We are the ones we've been waiting for, We gotta be our own hero of our own story. It sucks because a lot of us. I'm not an introvert. I'm an extrovert. I like people. I enjoy people. I like talking to people. I enjoy what I do. Most Pisces do. Most Pisces, even the quiet ones, they love helping people. A lot of therapists are Pisces. A lot of social workers are Pisces. Our counterpart Virgo, we find a lot of them as nurses, and we approach things differently, but still with a view to helping people. I know, guys, all we can do is keep doing our best. All we can do is stay in our lane, try to make good decisions, try not to let our imaginations get us carried away. I wrote the newsletter on angels because I didn't want to do another newsletter about the sign of the times or what's prophetically going on. I was tempted. There's all kinds of prophecies around this time. I was thinking about the investigations ongoing with paranormal activity, but you know what? I just tired of it. And that doesn't mean I'm ignoring it or denying it. I'm not that toxic positivity doesn't work for me. It's there. It's got to be dealt with. But I'm tired of talking about it. I just want to deal with it and move on. Let's get it out of the way. But as far as the politics and the high food prices and the high gas prices and the stuff that's really the pressure's on, I'm thinking of that song I shared, that song Pressure, if you haven't heard it yet, from the Disney movie. Just go on YouTube and listen to it. It really is Pressure. Very catchy tune. What a lot of us are feeling, the responsible people that are just taking it on, right? Trying to keep our families safe, trying to keep our businesses vital and going. And that's what's happening. Thank you, Lindsay. I love writing a newsletter. I'm a writer first and foremost. And I just want to say one other thing, because a lot of people were looking at different ways to get different work. A lot of people are wanting to do something different than what they've been doing. And something I did way back, and I've done a lot of different things. Talisman is my fourth business, but I left him at 14. I started working at 10. I had a work permit at 10. I worked in a veterinarian office. So I've had extra time to do more. And I've always worked 2 or 3 jobs at a time, had a business on the side of my day job, that kind of thing. So, and I spent my 20s working. I didn't know my first child till I was almost 30 years old. So that too. But what I want to say really quickly is I had wanted to go into publishing, doing some of my writing. And I was a copy editor. I was in journalism all my high school life, always edited the paper. And I wrote to, I want to say 30 different publishing companies and offered to copy edit, proofread a manuscript and for free, just to get my foot in the door. And for consideration, didn't ask for money, but I had the time. My kids were little, and I was like, I would like to do this. And I sent out 30, and only one responded, but it was Story Communications. There was a publishing company in Vermont, and she was like, call me, and I did. And she's like, are you serious about this? I said, yeah, I want to get my foot in the door. I want, yeah. And she goes, okay, I've got a short manuscript. If you do it, it was great. And I did do it, and it was great. And I actually got mentioned on the credit there. And sometimes you got to think outside the box if you want a job, if you want to get in somewhere. In my old shop, there was a used bookstore, and the gentleman that ran the store was telling me that a young guy he knows back in the Kindle and Nook days. I think it was Nook for Barnes and Noble. Yeah, Nook. He had gone in and he asked them who their specialist was for that, and they're like, "There's no specialist," and they sold them. Now they weren't Kindles, yeah, they were Nooks. And he said, "Why not?" He goes, "Well, there just isn't." He's like, "Well, I'll be your specialist." He's like, "Well, we're not hiring." He goes, "Don't hire me. Don't pay me. Give me a desk and let me help people and let's see what I can sell some of these things and maybe do some problem solving and some troubleshooting." And the manager said, "Okay, we'll give you a desk." And they did. They gave him a desk and there were the Kindles and he was very busy for 2 weeks. He sold Kindles. He was on fire. And at the end of 2 weeks, they hired him. They made a position for him. They couldn't make him the Nook specialist. They gave him a sales position, but that's what he did. So sometimes, guys, you really got to think outside the box. If you're gonna not just like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm meant to do. How are you going to make that pay? That's the question. How does that become and really pay? You can't just unless you've got another income coming in. That's where a lot of us do things on the side. How are you going to pay for health benefits, and how are you going to pay all your bills with this? And how are you going to parlay it into a job title? So just some things to think about, but it can be done. There's always a way around stuff. And it's really about thinking creatively and thinking outside the box right now. All right, so thank you all. Have a wonderful night. Good talking to you. Everybody behave. All right, good night.